Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hiram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. You guys, it is the last installment of the best skincare of 2021. This was a long time coming. I am so glad I'm finally able to share all of my recommendations with you guys. And in this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys the best moisturizers of 2021. All of my favorite moisturizers that I've tested over the course of this year, picked out all the best ones to share with you so that hopefully you will enjoy them as much as I have. If you haven't seen my other best of 2021 videos, I've covered body skincare, serums, cleansers, sunscreens, you name it. All the most fundamental steps of a skincare routine. And I'm really excited to talk about all the best moisturizers of 2021. I feel like this has the most new products in comparison to all my other videos, which is really interesting because I feel like when it came to testing out moisturizers, I was a little bit more conservative this year because when I find me a moisturizer, I stick with that shit. I'm a creature of habit and I do not like changing up my moisturizers very often. So putting in the effort to find the best ones for you guys was a struggle. But we're here, we got it done, and let's just jump into it. As we get into this video, I want to say that if you are interested in purchasing any of these products, they will all be listed in the description box below. They are affiliate links and I make a small commission that helps to support me and my channel. And I would really appreciate it if you use those links if you do decide to go shopping, but no pressure whatsoever. I never want to put any pressure on you guys. Those are just there as a resource in case you want to take advantage. So let's start with moisturizers for oily skin. I always have fun trying out, well, not necessarily fun. It is kind of a challenge, but I always find it interesting trying moisturizers out for oily skin because I personally have a really oily T-zone and dry cheeks. And when my oily T-zone gets in a really humid environment, it is like holding back a tsunami of oil. It is so hard to find moisturizers that are really actually good for oily skin, which is why personally I find it to be the most challenging skin type to find the best recommendations for, but I have some really exciting ones that I want to share with you in this video. The first one is a new find and I have to give credit where credit is due. It is per recommendation of Beauty Within. It is the April Skin Artemisia Squalane Hydrogel Cream. This one blew me away. I was so impressed with this formula, and it was funny because when I was talking to Beauty Within and they recommended this one, I was like, okay, let's see how well this works. And I need to make sure that this actually works on oily skin. And I also found it interesting because in the description of this product, it said it was for dry, sensitive skin. So I was like, I don't know how it's gonna work. Scratch all those thoughts. This moisturizer is amazing. It's super lightweight. It's a very watery gel cream in comparison to a lot of other gel creams that may have a little bit more of a richer consistency. And I personally find this really good for more oily skin. It includes 80% Artemisia extract, which is really good for soothing sensitivity and irritation in the skin. It also has squalane, an amazing ingredient for deeply moisturizing the skin and just honestly doing what a moisturizer should do. But it's so deceivingly lightweight and I found myself loving this on my oily areas and just across my entire face overall. I think the squalane in it does help to give that boost of moisture that you do want. But it's a great one, especially if you have more sensitive skin. It's a fragrance-free formula and has ingredients great for reducing that redness and sensitivity. It's just an awesome consistency. I find it a very unique one and I honestly had to include it in this video, even though I've only been using it for like 3-4 months. So good. Thank you so much, Beauty Within, for recommending this one. It's awesome. Next is one that I know a lot of you guys already love because man, it is sold out all the time and it's so difficult to find, but it's the CeraVe PM Moisturizer. Now, this one I did not expect to be one of my favorites for oily skin because CeraVe typically tends to be more heavy on the skin. If you've ever used CeraVe moisturizing cream, you know what I'm talking about. Rich cream. And I also found it peculiar because it does have PM on it. Even though looking at the ingredients, there's not anything that would designate it specifically for PM use, but this one has a really nice lightweight consistency. You guys know this, CeraVe is good if you want really simple skincare. And I'm seriously impressed with how lightweight this formula was. I was not expecting it, and honestly, it's a really great one to use in the daytime or the nighttime. And a great price point. Are you gonna see any major results or differentiation in your skin before and after? Not necessarily, because this is a really simple formula, but if you are someone who's just like, look, I just need a moisturizer, I don't really care what it does, I just want it to feel lightweight on the skin, this is your friend. And then finally, one that I continued using over the course of this year, I think I included this one in my last best of 2020 moisturizer video. It is the Revectin Clean Lotus Water Cream. I love this formula because of how lightweight it is on my skin. Anytime it'd be like a hot summer day or just humid in Hawaii or wherever I was and struggling with oiliness, this one always came through. And I specifically like this one because it is pretty moisturizing. I'd say this one works if you do have oily skin, but you're like, I still want some moisture. I still want a boost of that hydration. It's a great one for that. I don't have it with me because I'm traveling and I forgot it at home. Because when I'm traveling, I tend to get really dry skin, so I didn't think to bring it with me. But it's a great option, Korean skincare, fragrance-free formula that's great for sensitive skin as well. It has an incredible percentage of lotus extract. I really just like the brand overall and what they stand for, so yeah, big fan of that one. And then we move on to combination skin. Up first is the Selfless by Hyram Niacinamide and Maracuja Daily Barrier Support Moisturizer. This is the only moisturizer I've been able to use where I noticed adequate moisture in my dry areas and adequate oil control on my oily areas, and works really well to not only help control that oiliness with the niacinamide and the really lightweight consistency, but also the ingredients like Maracuja and Muru butter, which help to really boost the strength of the moisture barrier and make sure that your dry areas are adequately moisturized. It is really, really hard to find all of that in one formula, and of course I am biased because it is my own brand, but it's just so good. It's such an amazing formula, and it's so cool seeing your guys' feedback of people with the oiliest skin saying that this is the only moisturizer that they can find that controls their oil, or people with severely dry skin, like even people I've talked to who have eczema, where this moisturizer has been able to help with that. It's just really a versatile formula. And for every product purchase, one person is provided with clean drinking water for 1 year. Next up is the Aveeno Calm and Restore Oat Gel Moisturizer. Now, this one I fully anticipated to be solely for dry skin because the entire line Calm and Restore seems at first like it would be something that's really heavy on the skin, but I was actually impressed at how well this works for combination skin. It is a little bit more moisturizing than it is ultra lightweight, so I would say this would work well if you have combination to more dry skin, but it has a super simple ingredient list with oats to help calm sensitivity and irritation. And if you're someone who really struggles with sensitivity and irritation in your skin, this is a good one to go for without having to compromise that lightweight experience, because so many moisturizers on the market that are for more sensitive skin tend to be really thick, and it's very annoying because you feel like you have no options. But I was definitely impressed with this one, and I used it a lot when I was traveling. Great simple formula. And then finally, one that I've talked about many times in the past, the Versed Dew Point Moisturizing Gel Cream. I personally feel that when it comes to a drugstore moisturizer, this is such a good one. It has kind of a richer consistency at first, but it blends into the skin to be really lightweight. It has ingredients like green tea to help soothe the skin, and I also have found that this does work well for people who tend to be a little bit more on the dry side, but still, again, want that lightweight experience. I love recommending this one because it's at Target. I've used it a lot in the past. I continue to use it. Versed as a brand has some great products, but they still have a little bit of like luxury feeling to them, so you feel like you're treating yourself without having to spend too much. Whew, I severely underestimated how hot this fireplace gets. Man, I'm sweating. Whew. And then we have moisturizers for dry skin, and I'm just gonna be honest, guys, this was the category that I had the most difficulty with in terms of finding good recommendations, because the ones that I have recommended and used in the past still are they're just the best. I'd say out of all the skin types, I tried the most dry skin moisturizers, and I don't know, there's just not a lot that I'm like totally in love with, except for these two. And some of you guys may be rolling your eyes because I talk about this one literally all the time, but it is the Skin Fix Triple Lipid Barrier Peptide Cream. I just have no words for this product. Actually, no, I have a lot of words for this product. It is incredible. The way that it just boosts the moisture of your skin and just gives you a fresh, natural glow in the morning is really honestly pretty incredible. I have found myself using this over and over again every single night. I will say I don't use this one during the day because it's a very thick cream. Do not underestimate the thickness of this cream. It is very thick, but I love using thicker moisturizers overnight because it can really help to prevent transepidermal water loss, make sure that your skin doesn't get dehydrated, because you might have oily skin, you might have combination skin, but your skin can still get really dehydrated overnight, which is why it's important to really focus on moisturizing. And this one's an incredible one for that. It has an amazing formula with a bunch of advanced ingredients that really work to strengthen your skin's barrier, and I love using this alongside, say, the retinol serums that I use or salicylic acid treatments that I use that tend to dry out the skin a little more, because I know whenever I use this, I'm not gonna have to worry about dryness at all. Amazeballs. And then the other moisturizer is one that is sold out that I tried getting for this video, but I couldn't find it at any stores. It is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Collagen Cream. This one, similar to the Skin Fix one, has a richer consistency, but if you guys know, I love the brand First Aid Beauty. I think the ingredients and the formulas that they develop are really cool. The nice thing about that formula is I would kind of honestly compare it to the La Mer cream, but not like the La Mer cream. In terms of consistency, it is a little bit more of that traditional type of luxury cream, but definitely not as expensive, and has a bunch of great ingredients like niacinamide and moisturizing agents to really reinforce that barrier. Now, it does include collagen. I am someone who doesn't really subscribe to the whole belief behind collagen on top of your skin being the thing that reverses aging. I think there needs to be more research in that area. So I wouldn't say I recommend this cream for like premature aging repair, but if if you are looking for a good, rich moisturizer with some great ingredients and kind of want that luxury experience, this is definitely a good one for that. But my friend, the moisturizer recommendations do not stop there because I have a few more that I want to talk about. It is moisturizers for the lips. Now, I challenged myself this year to try a bunch of different products to see which ones would work best on my lips because I get really dry lips. I think it's because I have to film a lot and I'm usually in meetings a lot where, you know, I kind of have to like talk the whole time. I'm always talking, my poor team and the people I have to interact with on a daily basis. So anyway, my lips get really dry and it is always a struggle finding products that work really well. And I'm just gonna be 100% honest, I still have not found that one lip product that I only have to apply once in the day. Everything's taken care of, there's bliss on my lips, I don't have to worry. Nah, that's not the case. I always have to reapply multiple times, but there is a difference between having to reapply 8 to 10 times per day, which is most of the lip products I've tried, versus twice or 3 times per day. And there's 2 top recommendations that I have. One, well, actually both are really unexpected. Honestly, I kind of surprised myself that I fell in love with these ones because they're just from brands that I usually don't recommend on my channel. First up is from Glossier. Yes, it is the GlossierBalm.com, the fragrance-free version. I've also tried the mango version as well. I remember when I was first reviewing Glossier, I was like, oh, I'm really impressed with this formula. However, I did feel it was a little bit overpriced because the ingredients themselves are really simple. So I kind of like didn't give it a lot of attention after that. But once I started reintroducing this into my routine, I was like, gosh, dang it. This formula is so good, even though it has the same ingredients as so many other lip moisturizers that you can find at the drugstore for a much lower price point. But I think it just shows that formulation really matters. You can have all the right ingredients, but the formulation is really what counts. And this one, honestly, I only have to apply it on my lips 2, maybe 3 times per day, and I'm taken care of. Just a pro tip, I also like to apply a moisturizer on my lips before I apply either of these lip products because these are kind of more sealants, not necessarily moisturizers in and of themselves. They help to create a seal, kind of a barrier over top of your lips to make sure that water doesn't get out. And if you really want to boost the moisture of your lips, you should use a moisturizer before you use a salve or a balm or any type of consistency like this. But honestly, I just have to say it's a really good formula. There's a reason why this one is so popular. It's really that good. And then the next one I'm a little nervous about recommending, but I have to be honest with you guys, it is one that I found myself using over and over again. I have no particular attachment to this brand. If anything, I feel like a lot of products from this brand are very expensive, including this one. Just a fair warning, it is a luxury product, but it is the Tatcha Kissu Lip Mask. I'm gonna be honest, I use this for the majority of the year and I am very impressed with the formula. The first reason I'm impressed with it is because you have to use barely anything. Like when I dip into this, I take the most tiny microscopic little bit and it works for the entirety of my lips and it does a good job of sealing in that moisture. I don't know what it is, but this formula is really good. I am a fan of it. It is a luxury experience, so anyone who's out there who's wanting kind of a bargain, I wouldn't say that this is the product for you, but if you don't mind spending money on a good quality product that works really well, I have to recommend this. It lasts a really long time, just FYI. A little bit goes a long way, so in my opinion, you get your money's worth, but you know, it is definitely luxury. And when I was planning this video, I was like, should I include it? I don't know, it might not be a little bit much, but I had to be honest. I am in love. I love this one, it's so good. And those are all the best moisturizer recommendations of 2021. What do you guys think? If you have any of your favorites, please comment them down below. I would love to see. I'm always on the lookout for new ones. But yeah, I love all these formulas. And if you are interested in purchasing any of them, like I said before, all the affiliate links will be listed in the description box below, and I would really appreciate your support. And yeah, there we go. The best of 2021 videos have come to an end. Whew, that was a lot of work. More work than I was anticipating, but honestly, it was totally worth it. And I hope you guys really enjoyed these recommendations. Thank you to every single one of you who has watched these videos. And if you haven't seen the other ones, I will have them linked in the description box for you to check out. And if you guys haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and to the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. And I will see you guys in the next one. Mwah.